Oh shit! Well, look at this. I got some new boots. These are the City Adventure. And I also got a new bike. This is a CRF 250 Rally. It's a 2018 version. Just bought it. It's a 250. You know, I've been trying to get the L version, the regular one, for a while, but the prices on dirt bikes has skyrocketed. So Squirrely found me a deal in Charlottesville, Virginia, and I went to get this. So this one's got a whole lot more plastic. These are typically a little bit more expensive than the L's. About $1,000 more in the used market. I don't know how much they cost brand new, but their prices lately, they just shot up. So the owner, the story is like the owner is having some medical issues, and he just got rid of all his bikes and all his gear, and he gave me tons of stuff with the bike, including the City Adventure boots. I got like a new jacket, new pants, a new helmet, tons of parts for this bike. Man, there's just so many things for it, and just want to show you guys a little bit around this bike, because first, this is a Tusk plate. It did have the side plate with the bags, but he actually kind of chopped it off, which I kind of like because I don't need to have it looking kind of goofy. But I think it's a really cool bike. I wish it was the red version. So the guy, the owner, sold Squirrely his red Rally 250. I think it was a 2017 version. This is 2018. He sold him the red one, and then I guess he bought an Africa Twin, and then he went back to this one. So he bought this one. So I bought this bike from the same guy that Squirrely bought his CRF 250L. This one's got bash guards here. It's got a whole lot more plastic everywhere because it's the Rally version. It's got the stock silencer, but he also gave me an FMF exhaust. Apparently those sound really good because I had it on the KLR 650. And seat concept's very comfortable. I rode here just a little bit just to test it out. Very comfortable, very easy to ride. This bike, we're going to take it for a little spin. It is the cockpit looks very much like a CB500 cockpit and C700 cockpit. This is very similar. You do have a windscreen. You have a GPS mount, and you also have bar risers. Normally I never put bar risers on bikes because I don't really need it. And I have 2 sets of these hand guards as well, but I'm pretty happy with it. It's got the SE plug right here, so you can charge stuff. And this is a neat little compartment. So this is where your toolkit is. That's the reason he got rid of the side rack, because he wanted to access this really easy. And I agree with him. If you're riding, you get a flat. There's a tube in here. It's a 21-inch front tube that apparently you can make fit to the rear in a bind. So, and it works of course in the front, and it works in the rear if you put it in slowly. But yeah, really cool bike. It's got the little bag here, so let's take it for a little spin. It's pretty tall, but suspension sinks in pretty easily. I'm actually flat footing it right now. It's got these kind of what is this, pro taper handlebars. Very nice. So let's start this bad boy up. It's got 14,000 miles, which is not, starts right up, fuel injected. Let's go through here. Trip A, 14,000 miles for a Honda. Doesn't bother me. And you got like a USB charging port here. Very well sorted. The headlight, I think it's like a LED light. So the way you stand on it, yeah, very easy to stand. I'm not a guy that stands up a lot while riding, but we're just going to take it for a quick spin. It goes through the gears really quickly, but it's almost electric how smooth this thing is. My best to just ride during the daytime. I'm still learning how to ride it. You know, you got to get to know a bike. The way it feels with that 21-inch front wheel is very different than any other bike. And of course it doesn't have that XR650R power, but when I sold my XR650R, that's when I started to look for a bike like this. I was looking at the CRF, the CRF 250L, which is the regular version. And around this area, those bikes do fetch for quite a bit. And XR650R is actually lighter than this, and that's a 650. So this one does feel heavier, but it seems more manageable than the XR650R. You know, the problem with having a 650R that you have to kick, that thing is such a beast that you have to be extremely good to ride it. This one, I feel, is like a very good beginner dual sport. I don't know yet if I intend on taking it on single track trails, but this is going to be my go-to dirt bike. The seat on this is unbelievably comfortable, and I also got the stock seat as well from the owner. Just incredible. Like, I got so much stuff. And this beauty gets 80 miles to the gallon. That's incredible. Fuel injected, starts up really easy. Very easy to ride, very comfortable so far. The previous owner put a FMF exhaust and then he removed it because I guess it was too loud. And there's something to be said about quiet bikes, especially a dual sport, because you want to sneak into areas and you can't sneak around and ride areas with a very loud exhaust. In a way, I kind of prefer the CRF 250L, but I like the looks of this rally style bike. The 250L is just a dirt bike looking dual sport with blinkers. This one, of course, has got much more plastic. It is nice. It's got a nice windscreen. You can upgrade the windscreen. This one seems to buffet, or at least throw a lot of the wind off of me, which I like. Yeah, Charlottesville is a really good place to ride. It's a beautiful city, and it's, of course, home of, I guess, UVA. So there's always a lot of money going into there. But the owner, yeah, unfortunately, with like medical issues, he said that even this was too heavy for him to ride, and he actually pulled it out of the garage, and he realized that even pulling it was wearing him out a little. So he's pretty much like went, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna stop riding. I guess if he's in better health in the future, he'll just buy another bike. But he gave me all his gear, his jacket, his pants, his boots, his helmet. So I'm very happy that I would do the same. If I was getting out of the game, I'd sell my bikes and give all my gear to someone that was going to ride. Oh shit! Oh, I've already dropped it. Holy cow! How the hell did it topple over? Jesus Christ! Look at this. First time. How the hell? Oh my god, it's heavy. What the hell just happened? Let me just turn it off. Man. How the hell did it topple over the kickstand? Holy cow, I dropped my bike I just had for 1 second. What the hell? Jesus Christ, this beast is heavy. Oh. Man, I was not expecting that. Look at this. I've already damaged the guards here. Oh boy. I have no idea how I dropped it, like, because it's so heavy. It's so tall, I was like trying to exit. That's why. So here's the thing. The previous owner, he actually cut a little bit of this because it stands very upright, but I guess that's the reason. So I don't do that. And you can see, like, it's been scratched up. This, hopefully it wasn't me. It might have been me just now. But it's definitely been down a few times. It's been scuffed. But I was a little surprised. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. But, whew, that's embarrassing. Anyways, now on to the good stuff. I haven't dropped a bike in a very long time. I'm glad I dropped a dirt bike. But the bike itself is very good looking. This part seems to not have as much damage. I think this bike has been dropped before because of that kickstand. I might have to get a normal kickstand. I'm not sure. Oh boy. But yeah, it's got that kickstand thing. Let me show you around a little bit more. There's this thing. It's just kind of pops like this, opens up, and you have a tube and a place to put some stuff. I'm going to be cleaning it up. It's a cool looking bike, that's for sure, but I'm off to a really bad start with this thing. Jesus. But yeah, the left side is definitely a little bit more scratched, and that might be the reason. Look at this. I'm barely touching it. Also, the asphalt is sloping down, so, but just by that, that's crazy. Well, anyways, side down fork, single rotor in the front. I don't seem to have any like problem stopping with it. Now the previous owner said I have to grease the swing arm linkage here, and he gave me some extra stuff like chains, just so many things, so that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much it. It's an easy bike to ride, but, and even though I dropped it, this thing did not quit. Very very reliable. But yeah, that kind of is a little bit of a weird thing. Just very, and it's so tall. Yeah, because of the kickstand has been chopped off. I blame the kickstand, not me. You gotta blame something else other than you. You know, I haven't ridden off-road in a very long time on a motorcycle. The last off-roading I did was on my scooter. But I have been doing mountain biking, and I feel like that has kind of helped me get a little bit better off-road. The suspension on this bike is also very well set up for me. You know, if you're like 160, 150, 160, 170, these Japanese bikes are good for you. But if you start to get into the 200s, you really gotta upgrade suspension or get another bike. Yeah, but that's the day. Today I just spent most of my day going somewhere and giving them tons of money for this bike. I got a good deal, and I got a bunch of other free stuff, but I don't need any more bikes. I need to sell bikes. So hopefully this year, because of the rising gas prices, I'll be able to sell some scooters. Too much stuff. I like to get a retro bike too, so hopefully I'll do that. But so far I'm liking this one. I don't like the fact that I dropped it, but I do like to have a little dual sport in my garage, because it really opens up a whole different world of riding. The Tenere is great. Most of the gravel riding that I do, I prefer the Tenere. But man, if I want to do any like single track stuff, this is it. Even though this is a heavy bike, this is like the small red pig, the XR650R big red pig. Man, this seat is so comfortable. Well guys, that's the ride for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me.